So why don't we go ahead and change it up a little bit here, and we'll try getting into a looping situation. And so when in the Tomcat, because of her aerodynamic quirks, when you're making those looping maneuvers, are you also trying to like change your heading at the same time, like roll the jet at all as you're in those high angle of attack situations?
Normally when I'm on the back side of the loop, when I spot the enemy, I'll try to position. Yeah,
so in that situation, when you have a higher angle of attack on the wings, and you then try to roll the jet, the Tomcat doesn't like that. What you really need to do is use the rudders to roll the jet, or you need to do what's called flying the cross. And so if you want to roll the jet with the stick, you got to unload the jet, which means you got to unload that angle of attack and you got to unload those G-forces. Or else the Tomcat just doesn't like it, and it can get into a lot of adverse yaw conditions, as well as you get a wing drop, an opposite wing drop. And that's what gets you into those flat spins, right? So in order to kind of compensate for that and correct for that, you want to, when you have the stick back at all, you want to use those rudder pedals to actually roll the jet. And then what we'll do is we'll come up, we'll go into the vertical, you'll follow me just like you're trying to get a gun skill on me, and then on the back side of the loop where the angle of attack is highest and the most G's are on the jet, I'll go ahead and whip the jet around off to the right or to the left, and you'll follow me by rolling the jet with your rudder pedals. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Alright, so we'll start I'm going to pop off my autopilot here, and I'm just going to pitch down a little bit, gain some airspeed, and I'll let you know when I start to go into the vertical to start the maneuver. Alright, in 3, 2, 1, pitching up. You still back there behind me? I don't see it.
Yeah,
there you are.
I see it.
Perfect. So I'm coming up, coming around the back side of the loop right now. I'm going to start coming down. I'll let you kind of catch up to me a bit. There you are. Cool. We're coming around to the back side of this loop. And here we go. I'm going to throw in some right rudder. I'm going to roll the jet to the right. Throw in some opposite rudder to stop the roll. And then I'm going to keep the pull coming. And I'm going to go right up into another loop. So could you feel that, how you can really roll the jet very easily with a high angle of attack on the jet by just using the rudder pedals?
Yeah.
Cool.
I just got to remember which way to move the rudder to turn the correct way.
Yep, that always helps. So I'm going to return to a heading of 080 to get back onto course. And once you get caught back up with me, do you see me?
Yeah.
Okay, so
stay behind you the whole way.
Awesome, fantastic. So we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to stay in the horizontal for this next one. And we're going to be pulling hard in the horizontal as if we were in, a turning fight. And what I'm going to do is, as I'm pulling hard, I'm going to reverse my turn. So I'll be pulling hard, a lot of angle of attack on the jet, a lot of G's on the jet. And without unloading, I'm going to hit one of my rudder pedals, go either roll it left or right, and then you'll follow me through that, and we'll do this exact same thing we did, but sticking in the horizontal. So I'm going to go ahead and light my burners, get up to about 400 knots here, and then we will start the turn. And I'm going to start the turn off to the right-hand side.
Alright.
Okay, coming right in 3, 2, 1, here we go. So stay with me like you're trying to go for that gun skill. Pulling hard, pulling hard. Staying with me, good job. Pulling hard, pulling hard. Coming down for maneuvering speed, and then whip it around with that nose, this rudder pedals, and I'm coming around to the other side. Keep in mind here that when you have a lot of AOA on the jet and the wing is loaded heavily, you're gonna need to use some rudder, sometimes even opposite rudder, in order to keep the jet at the bank angle and at the angle of attack you want it to be at. And now we're back on course. Obviously we lost a lot of airspeed doing that. So nice job. And good job on the rejoins as well. So go ahead and come back up and rejoin me here.
Alright.
Whichever side you prefer, whatever you want. I'm back at 350 indicated for you.
363. Catching up.
Alright. Alright. So I'll slow it down a little bit here. Sorry, I accidentally got fast on you. And once you get caught back up with me, we'll go ahead and do like a little practice dogfight against each other. And that way you can practice that high AOA pulls and rolls with your rudder pedals in more of a dynamic kind of environment here. We won't actually shoot each other down, so that way we can continue with the lesson, but just do it like a simulated dogfight.
Okay.
So what we'll do to start the dogfight off here is we will, got a little bit past me, that's okay, pop out that speed brake, and then bring it right back in. Roll right, so you don't float into me. Whoop, whoop, there you go. Alright, are you underneath me?
I'm on your left.
On my left. Okay. So what we'll do is, to start off the dogfight here, we'll do a butterfly start. So I'm going to turn 270 degrees to my right-hand side. You'll turn 270 degrees to your left-hand side. And then we will get the dogfight started that way, because that'll bring us right back to a heading of coming right back into each other. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Alright, so 3, 2, 1, start your turn. And we'll do a left-to-left pass to start.
Okay.
Alright, my nose is on.
So is mine.
Okay, and fight's on.
We've locked a friendly.
And there's a gun skill. So we'll go ahead and continue. I'll let you get out in front. So
We locked a friendly.
I'm gonna overshoot on purpose. Get on my tail. Alright, you're on my tail. Alright, I'm gonna shake you now. we go. And now we're just in a vertical scissors. Okay, so now when we're slow and we have all this angle of attack and G's on the jet, this is where you're really going to need to work those rudder pedals really hard in order to make sure that you don't depart controlled flight, especially when we're this close to the ground. So I'm coming around on you here. And there's almost a guns kill for me.
I lost lock.
And we'll go ahead and knock it off here. I'm low on gas, we'll go find a tanker.
Alright.
So could you feel a difference there as you were trying to use, did you try to use those rudder pedals?
Oh yeah, I was trying to use them. It worked for the most part, but here and there I kind of overdid it and had to counter it to avoid a flat spin.
Yeah, so it's really about developing that feel, and too much is going to put you in just as bad of a situation as when you're using too little. And then as well as, you know, you just got to develop that touch, if that makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
Roger.
Okay, we better find this tanker quick.
Tanker's off to the right.
Yep. I'm not getting him on the tack hand.
Looks like he's at heading 3-1.
Copy.
Yep, roger that.
Okay, got him now. Yeah, 310. This will be a photo finish on fuel for me, that's for sure. How much gas you got left?
7,700 pounds.
Copy. And we'll climb back up to 18,000. That's going to be the altitude of the tanker.
We've got a friendly 040, 73 miles, Angels 18.